Hi, beautiful meditators. It's so great to see you. Today's meditation is a little bit deep, and we're going to be looking at something called the drama triangle. And I'm going to describe it briefly as we get going here. Something I'm actually teaching in one of the classes. I'm teaching the body, mind, soul class, the relationships class. We're teaching it as well. Um, this drama triangle is essentially how so many of us live our lives. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of teaching at the beginning, and then we're going to go into meditation. And if you want to look it up, it's called the drama triangle, DRAMA, next for triangle. If you think of a triangle, probably you may have heard of this. In fact, a lot of people have. But if you think of the triangle, it's three corners. On one corner, think of your mind victim. In the other corner, think rescuer. In the other corner, think persecutor. And I'll describe them really briefly. The victim is the one, and before I keep going, um, when we do the meditation, I'm going to label all three in a second. Thing is, we can change hats on any of, we can become the victim for a while, persecutor for a while, rescuer for a while, and we can change hats in the same triangle. But whenever we're in this drama triangle, we're just going to stay in this lose-lose situation. When you step into spiritual work, the whole idea is to see that you're in this triangle and step out and to observe and to be present. And when you plug into the divine, you realize that there's no victim, no persecutor, and no rescuer. But the only reason I'm teaching this is that in the meditation, we can actually see how we jump into the victim energy, say in money, or the persecutor, say in relationships, or vice versa, or back and forth. We define each corner, or you can just look it up as we go here. And then what we will use in the meditation. The victim is when we're in a role, because we all jump into this role, of feeling helpless and hopeless. We don't take responsibility for what we're up to. And we don't take a stand, and we could be super sensitive. Oh my God, this thing is happening to me. That's the victim. We want to be treated as a child, like we don't know what to do, we feel incapable. That's the victim. The persecutor, they blame the victims. Like, oh, it's all your fault. You're doing this wrong. Think of them as the bully. And they often blame the rescuer, which I'll get into in a second. And they tend to be critical, unpleasant, and they just look for fault. They feel inadequate underneath everything. They control everything. Like, this is the way you need to do it. They get loud or quiet, depending on their style. They're often, again, called bullies. And then we have the rescuers. The rescuers are like, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make this better. And they work hard at helping people. And, the rescuers get really, really tired. And often they get sick physically because they're always jumping into help. And the rescuers get exhausted. They might get physical complaints and they get angry underneath everything because they're angry of feeling like a martyr. And then they feel guilty that they can't get it their own way. So when I take you into this meditation, I'm going to take you into different areas of your life. And I just want you to think of that triangle. You might want to draw it out in front of you right now. And when I take you into this meditation, I want you to be aware, are there areas that you're in it? And we're going to practice stepping out of it. The way to step out of it, there's many ways, but the easiest way is what we've been practicing the last few classes in observation. Because this is where your subconscious blocks you and says, you can't do that, for you to think that. So if you haven't already, go to close your eyes. With your eyes closed, take a slow, deep breath in and out. Belly rises and belly. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhaling and exhaling. Before we go into the triangle, think about your breathing. Let's become intimate with it. Let's become deeply aware of it. Let's make friends with it. Let's listen to the breathing together. And let's slow the breath down. Good. Slower, deeper, longer, fluid breaths. Beautiful. As your breath has gotten deeper, you might hear the heartbeat or sense the heartbeat in the background. Imagine now you could almost sit on your heart and just notice and observe as you breathe. For the next few moments, I'm going to get quiet so you can connect with the stillness before we go deeper into the triangle. Just breathe into the sounds of your breath, into the presence of your heartbeat. Going into the now. I'm going to bring a few topics up. And I guarantee you in each topic, there may be one of each of the corners of the triangle, or you might bounce between the two or three. I'll first bring in the topic of something we love to talk about: money. You may be on none of the corners. Are you a victim to your money circumstance? I never have enough. Things cost a lot. Are you the persecutor when it comes to money? Blaming your husband, blaming your kid all the time? Or the rescuer? I'll fix this problem. I'll work more. And you might bounce all three hats. I just want you to see it. And observe and breathe. At different times in different conversations, you might be more than one or another. And that's okay. I'm just asking you to see it. We're not trying to defend or try to prove that we're right. But see the triangle right now in your mind's eye. And now invite you to step out of it. How do you step out of it? It's like you take any step, one foot in front of the other. And breathe. As you step out of it, I invite you to observe your state of consciousness. You learned this triangle. You learned the point that you love to get to. And you now step into the altar that we've gone to many times. Your guides and your angels and your ancestors. And you forgive yourself for forgetting the truth that I am infinite abundance. I am divine consciousness. I am. I am. I am. And breathe. Slow, deep breaths. And you might notice, sense, or see a part of you so wants to run back into the triangle. That's okay. See it? You're going to do it after this class, after this meditation too. See it and step out. I am the creator of my experience. I am infinite love and infinite joy. I direct the energy. As you breathe deeper, I'm going to get quiet for the next minute or two as you practice being in the triangle and stepping out of the triangle and forgiving yourself for any thought of lack. And breathe. The more you step out of the drama triangle, you might see, sense, or feel your third eye more. Keep breathing. Now imagine that I'm changing channels on a TV screen and we're leaving the TV channel called money. On your next breath, let's change the channel, the TV channel called your relationship. And breathe. And sense the three corners of that triangle. And ask yourself, which corner do I fall into most often? Breathe. Do I squeeze into the victim, persecutor, the rescuer? Where do I step in? Just see it again. Notice the dialogue in your mind as you breathe. And now see it and notice the stories associated with it. Now step out of it. You are the creator of your relationship. No one's doing anything to you. Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in your relationship? Accepting and allowing all parts of you. No one needs to step into the victim triangle in any relationship. This drama triangle is just what we create. Your soul, the whole presence, all of you, wants to accept all parts of you and accept all parts of your partner. So as my breath gets quiet, I'm going to encourage you to spend a few moments here, visualizing that. Who do I want to be if I'm not in this drama triangle in my relation? Who would that be? And breathe. How would you see yourself and how would you see your partner? Keep breathing. As you keep bringing and bringing consciousness to that, you're bringing light to. Most of our unconscious, subconscious patterns of the ego cause us to default into this triangle. Maybe we learned it from our mothers or our fathers, or whoever raised us. But it's time for a change. Because with awareness, we can change everything. Because you slow your breath down, calm your mind, quiet your body. I encourage you to stay here a little bit longer. We covered two really hot topics, money and relationships. We could cover any topic. And we would see the triangle there, maybe your boss, coworkers, job, whatever. And the whole idea, if I step out and I step into my divine consciousness, and that takes work and repatterning, but I can do it. Hope you have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon and day. Thank you again for joining me. Sending you lots of love. Ciao.